usually go into decline after a few decades, few generations, and then somebody else is at the top, and the people who are at the top sit around and say, what happened? They cheated us. The new generations just don't work as hard, don't save and invest as much, and somebody comes along and replaces us. And all of us old peasants know we better have some gold under the bed if things go wrong. We better have some silver in the closet if things go wrong. So I have some, not buying more now, but I will be buying more if it goes down some more. Oh, Daryl, I own them all commodities. I own energy. I own agri. If I were buying something today, I think I would buy probably agriculture. Yeah, I'd buy agriculture. I'm just contemplating maybe energy, but certainly agriculture. I mean, agriculture has been a disaster for decades. Daryl, the average age of farmers in America is 58. In Japan, it's 66. More people study public relations in America than study agriculture. Yeah, unless something happens soon, we're not going to have any clothes to wear. We don't have any food to drink or eat. So agriculture's got to get better. I think it is getting better now, and it will continue to get better. Things are bad in the U.S., but I hope they're not as bad as Mugabe yet. Oh my, Mugabe just kept printing money and they ruined the currency, as you point out, ruined the currency 2 or 3 times. Had to start using the US dollar as their currency a few times. No, he ruined it. I don't see anything that bad yet in the US, partly because we can get away with it because we are the largest, richest economy in the world. But that's usually the way it ends. That's the way the British ended. I mean, they went bankrupt and the currency collapsed, and the IMF literally had to fly in and make loans, special loans to them to save Britain, which at one time, in my lifetime, had been the richest, most powerful country in the world. Well, I own some gold, I own some silver here, a little silver right here, just in case. Just in case something happens while we're talking. No, I own both. Throughout history, when things really get bad, when people lose confidence in money or in governments, they turn to gold and silver. Well, Daryl, I'm an old peasant, and all of us old peasants know we better have some gold under the bed if things go wrong. We better have some silver in the closet if things go wrong. So I have some, not buying more now, but I will be buying more if it goes down some more. Well, Daryl, throughout history, it's turned out that countries that were at the top once usually go into decline after a few decades, few generations, and then somebody else is at the top, and the people who are at the top sit around and say, what happened? They cheated us. The new generations just don't work as hard, don't save and invest as much, and somebody comes along and replaces us. I mean, this is not the first time this has happened, Daryl. It's been happening for centuries. It always happened. You cannot see any country that's ever remained at the top for too long. I mean, I don't particularly like saying it since I'm an American like you and my children are Americans, but we have to face facts or we make it even worse, and we cannot survive. So I don't particularly like saying, but America is the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. Never in world history, Daryl, has any nation been so deep in debt. But that doesn't sound good to me for the future. It does not sound good to build a long-term success story if you're the largest debtor the world has ever seen. But that's, the facts are, America's the largest debtor we've ever seen. Plus, we're very overextended. We have troops in over 100 countries. I mean, what are we doing with troops in over 100 countries? Well, first of all, we're paying for them. You and I are paying for them. And it's cost a lot of money to have all these people around the world. No, I don't see anything that's going to turn this around yet, except eventual total disaster. they're sitting there arguing about whether to go deeper into debt, which I find lunacy. I mean, are these people crazy? They're saying, should we go deeper and deeper into debt? We're already the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. We're running out of money, so let's borrow some more money. Usually the solution to being too much in debt is not more debt, but that's what they're doing. I mean, what do I think of it? I sit here and I say, this is going to end in disaster. It has to. I mean, we have nobody there who says, wait a minute. We're going to have very, very serious problems. It's bad being a young person in America. But nobody's saying any of that except maybe me. But they don't care what I say. I only have one vote. They get votes from a lot of people who are getting money from them. Our view is if they're just trading vehicles, who cares? Let people trade them for the rest of their lives. But if they become competition as money, which is what the bulls say, that's why they say we're buying this stuff, because someday it's going to be the money. As long as they're just trading vehicles, and I know a lot of people who trade them and make money, but who cares? But if they become competition for the government cares. Well, as I said, throughout history, all of us peasants know we don't know about Bitcoin. We don't know about the internet. We know that if the internet goes down, our silver will work. We know that our Bitcoin will not work if the internet goes down. Recently in one country, the government closed the internet for a while. Well, if you had all your money tied up on some kind of cryptocurrency, you were really in a bind. You went down to the grocery store and said, well, my internet is down right now. I have a lot of money on the internet. The shopkeeper said, I'm sorry, I cannot take your money on the internet if it's closed down. I gotta pay my bills too. Well, in Texas last January, the whole internet closed for 4 or 5 days. You could be sitting there starving to death or freezing to death. And you said, well, my money's on the internet. The internet's closed. You know, it's not going to do you much good. So I like to have my silver under the bed if things go wrong. So I have some, not buying more now, but I will be buying more if it goes down some more. The new generations just don't work as hard, don't save and invest as much, and somebody comes along and replaces us. They're saying, should we go deeper and deeper into debt? We're already the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. We're running out of money, so let's borrow some more money. We know that if the internet goes down, our silver will work.